in the field of human conflict was so much owed by so many to so few.
Great speeches can stir the hearts of the nation, but when they go wrong, the results can be disastrous.
The quiet man is here to stay, and he's turning up the volume.
What are the secrets to turning an ordinary speech into something extraordinary? I'll be speaking to the experts to find out. As a politician since his teens who rose to be deputy leader of his party, Roy Hattersley has personal experience of what makes a speech soar.
The first thing for a great speech is conviction and belief.
I'm a conviction politician. I stand for a Britain where everyone should rise as far as their talents can take them.
The second is to be in command of what you're talking about, to know about it, to know more than you actually say. You don't have to include every detail of the subject, but you have to exude the idea that I'm really in command, I'm on top of it, I know everything about it.
We're searching for a leader who will be seen by the public as a Prime Minister in waiting. Well, oh boy, have you kept me waiting.
The third is confidence, which goes with the two other ingredients. It goes with emotion and commitment, it goes with knowledge. The feeling you are there because you know you're right and what you need to say is important.
Like his Victorian hero Gladstone, who once gave a budget speech lasting nearly 5 hours. For Roy, the best political words have the power to move the heart.
Why am I the first connect in 1,000 generations to be able to get to university?
Personalising it made it human, and that's what Gordon Brown has to do on Tuesday.
Just as ad men selling us washing powder bring in psychologists to get right into our minds, so too do politicians selling us a message.
Well, the psychology of the presentation is very simple. First of all, the words have to be packaged in very simple structures. A 3-part list, A, B and C, and a 2-part contrast. People remember words when they're packaged together that way.
Tony Blair once told us that his priorities could be summed up in 3 words: education, education, education. I can do mine in 3 letters: NHS.
And all politicians, of course, are taught a lot about body language.
So what speeches in recent times stand out for you?
It's probably the ladies not for turning, because the point about these lists and contrasts is they're not only good in that they allow the audience to know when it's their turn to come in, but they're also incredibly memorable.
To those waiting with bated breath for that favourite media catchphrase, the U-turn, I have only one thing to say: U-turn if you want to. The ladies not for turning.
It might surprise you that many of the most memorable lines don't come from politicians' own pens. Instead, they rely on an army of backroom wordsmiths with their own secret methods of crafting an argument to get the conference hall on its feet.
Well, it's a great myth, actually, that in the old days politicians used to write these speeches themselves, and today it's all a load of little spin doctors like me running around. It's not really true. The truth is that today, yes, they have help from writers, but also a good speech, a really good political speech, has to come from your heart. And then, of course, it gets polished and changed and rewritten and redrafted. But a good speech will retain at the end that passion, otherwise you've lost that, and that's not good.
Only by winning headlines that are going to win votes will your speech win a place in history.